Good morning, students. Today, continue with the same topic. We will solve an example, that is illustration number 5 from chapter 6, that is rules of debit and credit. First, we will read the question, that analyze the following transactions, state the nature of accounts and state which account will be debited and which account will be credited on the basis of modern classification of accounts, that is under modern approach. We will state the nature of account, that which account is involved in the transaction and which account will be debit and which account will be credit, because accounting is based on do and entry system, that is every debit has a credit also. First, start with the transactions. That first transaction is Dinesh started business with the cash, that is rupees 5 lakh. First, we will make format, that is we will analyze the transactions. That first we will write analysis of transactions. Firstly, transactions column, accounts involved, which account is involved, nature of account, that is whether it is asset, liability, cash, capital, expense or revenue. How affected means whether increase or decrease, debit or credit with the unit of money, that is rupees. So first transaction is started business with the cash. Dinesh started business with cash, that is rupees 5 lakh. So as we have already done in the accounting equation, that when proprietor starts business with the capital with cash, then two accounts are involved, that one asset is increased and side by side liability is also decreases. So first of all, accounts involved means there are two types of accounts which are involved in this transaction. That first is cash, because he has brought cash in the business, and second is his capital. So nature of account means cash account is an asset account, and capital account is capital is a capital account. And how affected means cash is increased and also capital of the business, capital of the proprietor is also increased, and it will be debited by amount of 5 lakh rupees and credit also 5 lakh rupees. Next transaction is borrowed from Naresh, means the Dinesh has borrowed some money from Naresh. So Naresh is the creditor of business. Borrowed from Naresh. So here which accounts are involved? First is we have borrowed money, so cash of the business will increases, and also liability, that is loan from Naresh. Cash is an asset and loan from Naresh is a liability for the business. Asset increased, liability also increased by rupees 1 lakh. Next transaction is purchased furniture for cash from Raj Furniture House. Whenever cash is given, that we have purchased goods or some asset, so any asset on cash, then we ignore the name of supplier and we will take only cash and furniture. Purchased furniture for cash. Firstly, one asset increases and another asset decreases. First account involved is furniture and another is cash. If we had brought it on credit, that is cash is not given, then we will take it as Raj Furniture House as a creditor. Furniture is an asset for the business and cash is also an asset for the business. Asset furniture increase, one asset increase, and we have paid cash, so cash will decrease by amount of rupees 20,000. 20,000 furniture increase and by cash rupees 20,000 decrease. When asset is decreased, we will credit the asset. Next is number 4th transaction is purchased furniture from Delhi safe. ठीक है. In this transaction cash is not given and the name of supplier is given, so we have purchased furniture but on credit basis and our creditors are Delhi safe. Purchased furniture from Delhi safe. So first account involved is furniture account and another account is Delhi safe, that is our creditor of the business. So furniture account is asset for the business and Delhi safe is a liability for the business. How affected? Cash asset increased, and when asset increased we will debit the asset, that is by rupees 40,000, and liability is also increased. So liability, whenever liability increased we will credit the liability. Next transaction is number 5, purchased goods for cash. We have purchased goods for cash. So we have purchased goods. Goods are not the asset of the business because we have purchased it for resale purpose. So we the account involved is first cash and another is purchases account, because purchases is an expense for the business according to modern approach, and cash is asset, because we can't take goods as an asset here, means stock and asset increase, because we have purchased it for cash and one asset increases so that another asset can be increases. Okay, but we here if cash is decreases, then our expenses side by side, our expenses, that is purchases, also increases. So we can't take stock as an asset for the business. Expenses are also increased and asset is decreased because we have paid the cash, that is rupees 15,000. Next transaction is purchased goods from Mahesh. We have purchased goods but on credit purposes, credit basis. Purchased goods from Mahesh. So first account is same, purchases is an expense for the business, and second is Mahesh is a liability, that is he is a creditor for the business. Expenses increased and also liability of the business increased by rupees, that is 30,000. Next transaction is sold goods for cash to Kareem. We have sold goods for cash to Kareem. If we have given that we have sold goods on cash, then we ignore the name of debtor. He can't be debtor of the business because he has already paid the amount. That if first is sold goods for cash, so first one account is cash and another account is sales. If purchases is expenses for the business, then sales is the revenue for the business. Cash increases and revenue is also increased by rupees 25,000. Next is number 8th transaction, sold goods to Sham on credit. Now Sham is the creditor of the business. Sold goods to Sham on credit. First is Sham and another is sales. Sham is a debtor and debtor nature of account is debtor is an asset for the business and sales is a revenue. Asset increased and also revenue of the business increased by rupees 30,000. Next is cash received from Sham, 20,000. Cash received from Ram means Sham has paid 20,000 rupees. So he has paid cash and another account is Sham. Cash is an asset and Sham is a asset because Sham is the debtor of the business, and cash increased because cash he has paid cash and Sham who is the asset of the business, so he has decreased by amount that he has paid to the business. He has paid 20,000. Now Sham increased with 30,000 and Sham decreased with 20,000. So the rest means rupees 10,000 due from him. Means he is a debtor for only rupees 10,000. Last is cash paid to Mahesh, and we have purchased goods from Mahesh on credit and Mahesh is creditor of the business. So cash paid to Mahesh, first account is Mahesh and second is cash. Mahesh was liability of the business and we have paid him, so liability is decreased for the business with the amount that we have paid. And cash, also cash is an asset for the business and we have paid cash, so cash of the business means asset of the business will also decreased by amount 10,000. We have only paid 10,000 rupees and we have due to Mahesh rupees 30,000, so 20,000 is liability that is outstanding. So that's all for today. Thank you.